I just want to talk about a couple of other areas. Like Anne's office, we've supported Alex and several others in this room and many others. And isn't it a sad indictment on a system when the only way forward is for people to be so mistreated that they have to come to see a Member of Parliament? It's not right, and it has to be fixed. I'm glad that some of the union movement is still reasonably vocal, but I'm surprised that some of them, I understand, have still donated money to this government for the election. And I'm surprised that the union isn't organising a mass rally on the Thursday before the election to remind people, because I don't understand why a Labor government would do what they've done. You know, I know that there's lots of ways you can get injured, but when I had the privilege of being police minister, that you can certainly get badly injured when you're a police officer, not just physically, but mentally. And when you leave home and you say goodbye to your loved ones, how dare anybody say that because you're not right to get back to work within what's only really a few weeks with a serious injury, you have a reduction in your salary. It's wrong. You know what's wrong? The whole thing's not managed properly, and I believe it needs to be rubbed out and started again. No one is winning with WorkCover. No one. Employers are not winning. South Australia is not winning. In 8 years, the deficit for WorkCover's gone from just around 37 million, which in the big picture was fully funded, to 1.1 or 1.2 billion. So there's a deficit there facing all South Australians with unfunded liability. So our children and grandchildren are not winning. And most importantly, those that get injured are losing big time. And, you know, shouldn't the focus be on getting an injured person back to work as soon as possible? Not the focus and not the incentives within case management structures that I've seen over the years, where it's actually, in all honesty, as I see it, better for the case manager not to get the person back to work. You know, the whole thing's wrong and bizarre, and it needs to be fixed. And I also say that when you do go to work, you don't go there to get injured. I've had dozens of people over the years that have seen me in my office, and I don't believe I've ever met anyone that wasn't bona fide. People don't go and have back surgery unless they've got a problem. The last thing you want's a knife in your back from a surgeon. So, I mean, this message that people that become injured are rotters is just a very, very arrogant and disgraceful comment to come from any government. You are not rotters. If you go to work to help build this state and this nation and you get injured, the least that you should be able to have is protection and being looked after until you get back. I don't care what anybody says in WorkCover or in the government, that is not happening. And they have let South Australian workers down, injured, and all the rest of the workers, because workers that are not injured are fearful of what will happen if they are injured, because they can see, and we haven't even seen anything yet. We haven't seen anything yet. I mean, the redemption's a bit cute in my opinion. Back in the 90s and the early 2000 millennium, I tried desperately to get people just reasonably basic redemptions, and we fought with WorkCover for months and months and months to get an increased offer of $5,000 or 10 grand. I've had people contacting my office recently that can say no to $70,000, and within a week they've got 80 or 90 because they're trying to make the figures look better and fudge the figures. They're not managing. So, to summarise, we have to all combine to fight the good fight. There is an opportunity, Ian's sticking to his word, that with the crossbenchers, we can change it. As I said earlier on, Parliament is there to make laws that protect the people of South Australia, enhance the state of South Australia, and ensure that when people are in difficult circumstances, that they are cared for. WorkCover's failed. Should anyone think WorkCover's actually succeeded? You know, indicate. It's been an abject failure, and after this election, I trust that whoever's in there on the crossbenchers and in the main parties will see the errors of the way, not of the crossbenchers, but of the majors. I don't understand how any member of Parliament in the Labor Party can go and knock on a door anywhere in this state at the moment and say, re-elect me. Because the Labor Party that I knew, I come from Conservative and Labor background. My father was in the mining right through from generations. He was Labor, my mother's farmer, was a farmer, Liberal. No wonder my father said to me just before he passed away a few years before, I'm coming over with you, mate. And I thought, what are you doing? Coming out to do a bit of work in the paddock. No, I'm going to vote for you. I said, you've got to be joking. He said, no, because this Labor Party is not the Labor Party that I knew. It's lost its way. Well, I say that every member of the Labor Party in South Australia has lost its way, and if they want to be re-elected, they should come and tell you that they will walk away from the Labor Party over WorkCover and WorkCover alone. So to conclude, we've got a big fight ahead, but it's a fight we have to have. And all I can say publicly at this stage is that if I'm re-elected with Family First, we have 2 significant positions there. We will work with the other crossbench members. We will fight the government of the day if they don't fix the mess. And if the new government, Liberal or Labor, is prepared to fix the mess, then we will support them, because everyone's a loser at the moment. It's got to be fixed. It can be. Let's make sure it is. Stick in there and support each other. Thank you.